Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Hey, we made it. Okay, so yesterday we did an activity showing that the area of a circle is equal to its radius multiplied by half its circumference. How can you use that fact to calculate the area of the circle below? Pause the video, see what you can do, and we're going to get this going. Alrighty. For those of us here, let's do it, guys. Can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, yesterday, guys, I know that we actually talked about a shortcut, but yesterday we definitely learned that the area of a circle is equal to its radius multiplied by half its circumference. So let me see here. If we were going to do that, we would need to know what the radius is and what the circumference is. So let's see if I can get that from somebody. Colin, what is the radius of this circle? Yeah, our radius is equal to 9 yards. And what would the circumference be? Do you know? And give it to me exactly. Don't even worry about your approximations. 18 pi. Beautiful. 18 pi yards. By the way, you're almost there for a level 2, because if you can tell me, what's the diameter, everyone? The diameter is 18 yards, and then the circumference is approximately equal to 18 times your favorite approximation of pi, 22/7. Oops. Sometimes magic doesn't work. 56.571. You are already to a 2. For a 3, we're going to add 2 more boxes. The area is, and the area is about. So if the circumference is 18 pi's, what is half of that? Like, honestly, even if you just think about it in terms of pi. Like, Linnea, what's your favorite kind of pie?
Apple pie and strawberry rhubarb.
Okay, I like one of those. The thing is, this might be a hot take. I'm sorry, but I love the flavor of apple pie, but I do not like its texture.
I love it so
Where are you guys with that? Give me a thumbs up if you're like, you're crazy. Apple pie is the best, and I love its flavor and texture. A big thumbs down if you're like, I cannot eat it because of the texture specifically, and then dial it somewhere between. Where is it? Is that kind of where you guys are? Yeah, like the texture's not my favorite, but
not the best texture.
yeah, it tastes so good though. But the strawberry rhubarb is great in both categories. So let's say you had 18 strawberry rhubarb pies, and you were like, "Sweet, I'm ready for pie day tomorrow." And then I came along and ate half of them. So if I eat half of your pies, how many do you have left? 9 what? 9 pies. So half of that circumference is 9 pi. And if you multiply that by the radius, well, the radius times half the circumference is 81 pi's. That would be 81 pi yards squared.
Why is the circumference 56 in one spot and 18 in one?
Huh?
What does the C mean?
Oh, circumference. So the circumference is exactly 18 pi yards. If you walked around this thing one time, it would be 18 pi yards. But if you're actually trying to keep track of how many yards you went, you would probably just use your favorite approximation of pi. The hard equals is exact. I want to see a pi in your answer. The squiggly equals is approximate. You're going to use your favorite approximation of pi. Be right with you, Christo. Linnea, what's your favorite approximation of pi?
22.
Yes. So 81 times 22/7 is about 254.571. 254.571 yards squared. How many of us either got that or see how we got that and aren't too alarmed? That'll always work. But Christo had something he wanted to say. Please, Christo. Oh, you don't. I take care of that. It'll probably say, don't worry about units, is what'll happen. I'll write them in. If it says worry about units, it's going to be a circumference problem, and you'll be able to just write yards. But the area ones, don't worry about that. Great question. There was an easier formula, though. What was the easier formula that we figured out? Because we learned that half of your circumference is really just your radius times pi. Allison, what was that?
Radius squared times pi.
Yeah, the area equals the radius squared times pi. So instead of having to do 9 and then half the circumference, which is 9 pi, 9 times 9 pi, you actually can just do 9 squared times pi, and would have given you 81 pi directly. Or 9 times 9 times pi. That also works. Yep, and then if you want the approximation, you can use that, and that's your approximation. That's your approximate when you use your pi button. Okay, great. How many of us are feeling just fine and dandy about those? You guys doing well? Okay, love it, guys. It is the 114th day of school. You know, 114 is the smallest number yet to be represented as a to the third plus b to the third plus c to the third, where a, b, and c are integers. Let's see here. Give me let's see here. Sam, when's your birthday? Sam G. January 8th. So I'm gonna cut 8 into two pieces. So if I do 4 to the third plus negative 2 to the third plus 1 to the third, 4 to the third plus negative 2 to the third plus 1 to the third, I get 57. So there's 57 as the sum of the cube of three integers. Every single number from 0 to 113 has already been discovered, and I think 115 has as well. But we still don't know what three numbers, or if three numbers, are going to work for 114. Happy National Sticky Buns Day! Yeah, sticky buns are so good. They're basically like cinnamon rolls, but like just drowning in honey, basically. Drowning in something. They're really good.
What do you mean by the 114 one?
Huh? Oh, I don't know if I can take three numbers and cube them and add them together to make 114. We think we can, but we haven't found them. I love sticky buns. They're basically like cinnamon rolls, but even better. Also, guys, it's Go Gluten Free Day, which that feels mean that those are on the same days. Because it's like, here's how it goes. It's gluten-free day, and it's like, you know what? Today is a day we all go gluten-free to show solidarity with people who can't eat gluten. And we're like, absolutely. I agree. I'll go gluten-free today for all my friends who can't eat gluten. How many of us have a friend that can't eat gluten? Or does not, yeah. And we're like, yeah, I'm gonna show them that I care. And then someone else comes in and is like, who wants sticky buns? And everyone's like, me. And then they eat the sticky buns, which have tons of gluten in them. And then the person who actually is gluten-free is like, for the record, I also want sticky buns, but I can't. Yeah, it's true. But I'm just saying, uh, I'm just saying, if someone comes in and is like, who wants sticky buns? They're gluten-free. How many of us wanted the sticky buns just a little bit less after the second part of that sentence? I know, which is sad, because secretly I kind of like the gluten-free pizza, like what? Yeah, when all the people who have to go gluten-free have had all the gluten-free treats, and there's like one left over, I will absolutely grab that one because I secretly really like them. But I get to live a life where I get to have both, so I'm thankful for that. Anyway, so let's see here, guys. Have sticky buns or no gluten, or both if you know how to get gluten-free sticky buns. Sam asked, what's our first essential question today? Let's do it. Maybe we practice calculating the exact and approximate area of circles. Okay. Hero Group acronyms, FF is what we're looking for, and that is indeed the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. And then I do not see it. It's not switch key. It's not low key. It's not high key. No, not spare. No. No, that's a good one, but no. I'll give you a hint, guys. What I'm trying to show happening is this. Turnkey. Turnkey. That's what they used to call jailers back in the day. They were turnkeys because that's what their job was. They turned keys. Yes, sir, Wilson. Well, here, let's do this first. I took out a very few notes, and then we'll have have this going. It's a short day. I don't want you to miss it. Got a pencil? Oh, boo. Got a pencil? Area of circles practice.
Are we having our seal trip on Monday?
No. I think Wednesday, honestly. So if I give you a circle, guys, and its radius, you should be able to tell me its area. So what if I told you that this circle had a radius of 1.4 feet? What is its exact and approximate area? Give it a try and let's see how it goes. Teach!
Okay, I think it's gonna be. Wait, when you do this, does it find the circumference or the area?
What do you mean?
Like when you do the like pi times radius squared, does that find you the
Well,
circumference?
there's two different formulas, right? The circumference was equal to the diameter times pi, and the area was equal to the radius squared times pi. So it depends on what formula you're using, right? One of them tells you the area, one of them tells you the circumference. So half the diameter is how you find the radius, but we've already given the radius here, so we're good to go. Oh, to find the area, it would be the radius times half the circumference. I recommend using this instead, this one here instead. Because we did all that work to see that they were the same, so let's use it. Oh, 355 113ths. Please don't use that for your self-assessment, though. Okay, can I get you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I did just draw this card.
Which one's that?
That's a new one. It means I have to try to speak Spanish. I have to do my best to speak Spanish for the next 5 minutes. All right, so necesitamos en 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silencio. Noga, ¿qué es la radius de este círculo? Sí, es 1.4, no lo sé, pies. Pies, gracias. So, ¿qué, ¿qué hace 1.4 por la área de este círculo? Noga. Sí, es 1.4 a 2 o es 1.4 multiplicar 1.4 es igual 1.96 1.96 con un pi 10 a 2. Cuando los estudiantes tienen 1.96 pi 10 a 2. No, más o menos. So, en su calculadora, 1.4 a 2 multiplicar pi, estás, estás muy bien para aproximo, ¿sí? Aproximo. Estás muy bien para aproximo, pero por exacto necesitamos pi, 49 pi, perdón, ¿cómo se dice over, abrer? Abrer, so 49 pi, abrer 25, pero prefiero 1.96 pi. ¿Qué número por pi estás su favorito? Aaron, ¿qué número para pi está su favorito? Sí. Sí, so, la pi, ¿cómo se dice button? But, I hate it when that happens. It's like, how do you say button in Spanish? And they're like, button. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? There you go. All right, so I always feel so silly. So, 1.96 multiplicar pi, estás 6.158. 6.158 pies squared. ¿Cuántos estudiantes Con sus manos, ¿estás muy bien, muy mal o a dónde? ¿A dónde?
Muy bien.
Muy bien, bien, gracias. Okay, so con sus Chromebooks, sí, Chrome libros, uh, tienes 12.3 12.3 en sus Chromebooks. Ahora, oh, ¿cómo se dice teach? ¿O qué? ¿Enseña? ¡Enseña!
Sí, sí.
Okay, works, sí. All right, todos los estudiantes a las casas. Adiós.